Let's bring in retired Lieutenant General Mark Wetherington, former Deputy Commander of the Air Force Global Strike Command. General, thank you for joining us on this Independence Day. And 37 hours in the air. What kind of a challenge is that?
Well, incredible challenge for the crews. And certainly there are a lot of people behind the scenes. The president mentioned the maintenance folks, the professionals there, our intelligence and planners, a whole slew of tankers and their maintainers are scattered across the globe, and all the other aircraft, 125 aircraft from inside the region and outside. So thousands of airmen, and then the sailors as well, and our joint partners that pulled this off. So incredible operation, but 37 hours is a long time for an airborne flight.
And to do so undetected, right? And the risks to refueling. I mean, all the intricacies of this, and to remain undetected is a pretty incredible feat.
Yeah, a lot of pieces had to come together. And so to do that on a global scale, 37 hours, really with everyone surprised, a fantastic deception plan, fantastic operations security, just really well planned and well executed.
You know, you think about the United States likes to project force, whether it's a naval flotilla going into the Strait of Taiwan, or whether it's the U.S. flying a bomber around the world just to show that we can do it. How much do our capabilities compare to our closest adversaries when it comes to things like this?
Well, I think certainly our adversaries have been catching up. Our adversaries are very passionate and very strong and building more capability, and they see our example, and so they're trying to catch up. I think we still have an incredible edge when it comes to our expeditionary forces, our ability to deploy forward anywhere around the globe, short notice, with combat power, and to work on achieving our objectives. And I don't think anyone can do it as well as the United States can.
So as the president just said, they're going to have the crews, the mechanics, the pilots all come in and be part of a celebration at the White House. What does that mean for somebody who's in the military, who trains, I'd imagine, an incredible amount of time, an hour, to get up to speed to doing something like this safely? And to do it successfully? What does it mean for someone like that to have some time at the White House?
Well, I think it's a wonderful symbolic gesture. Obviously, there's thousands of airmen, like I said, behind this operation, and not all of them will get that opportunity. But it's neat to recognize those folks and their contribution to our nation's security, especially on this Independence Day.
And, you know, all of this, of course, had to do with the attack on Iran's nuclear facilities. When you talk about that particular mission, how challenging was that mission to do so in a country that, you know, probably at some point understood that the U.S. bomber fleet was coming for it?
Well, certainly, you know, we already talked about the deception piece of it, the intelligence piece, and trying to understand what's really going on in Iran, a really closed nation that we don't have fantastic access to. And so there certainly are a lot of challenges involved in bringing this together successfully. And as I said, the crews and the entire team performed remarkably well.
And do you think it presents a warning to Iran for anything in the future?
Well, I certainly think it's a message to Iran about the U.S. capabilities and our intent. It's a message to folks around the world, not only potential adversaries, but third parties and our allies and friends around the world, of what the U.S. capabilities are and what we'll do when it comes to our nation's security.
Okay, General Mark Wetherington, thanks so much for joining us.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.